Yo, what is good is your boy PJ and DJP with another episode of the Real Ass Podcast.
Yep.
If you tuned into this and you're not subscribed, that is pretty effed up. But go ahead and subscribe right now. We'll go ahead and wait. Alright, so we're coming back. You should subscribe right now. If you are not, check out our handles on Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube right now. Man, I can't even speak for words of what the political environment is going right now. So that's the first thing I want to get into. DJP, have you seen what's going down in LA, man?
Boy, listen, it's like a war zone in that thing. I just see a lot of Mexican culture. I'm seeing rocks getting thrown, people getting maced. I see police in these Mexican restaurants, and they helping them, heal up a little bit. So you talking about that? How do you feel being Mexican, bro? And then you seeing all this and what's going on in LA, and it's all over. My mom be calling me and asking me, "Am I okay?" Because the whole ISIS thing down in like South Park. But how you feel, Bill?
I mean, I've never felt like, at least. I mean, I'm a citizen in the United States, so I never felt threatened until like recent times. Just
you sound scared right now.
Not scared. It's just like, I mean, I'm not scared of people individually. I'm just scared of like what's the next outcome. I'm scared for people in LA, bro.
Yeah.
It's just I don't want it to escalate what it doesn't need to, because the media is portraying it one way, bro. Like,
facts.
And then I call people back home and they're all like, "Nah, it's crazy." So after research, what I did, it was a big protest at one point, and it was in a city called Paramount, which is far south of like central LA. Like the city. It's like a suburban type area. You're right. And then it was set. It only lasted like maybe a day or two, and then like it settled down, like it calmed down and everything, right? And then this whole thing with like Trump, he fabricated the whole fact that like it was like a whole riot and everything, and he was just trying to use his authority to be able to, utilize the military and weaponize it against like the Democratic governor and the mayor, So, but with that topic, I wanted to I'll let you introduce the guests, and then because I kind of want to know your opinion on this type of subject.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna get him. Boy, this is my boy, brother from another that don't stutter. This is I don't know. Do I want to say upcoming DJ? But I'm gonna say a secret DJ. I just discovered this man got a double life around me. But bro, I want you to introduce yourself. Welcome to the pod. Let people know who you are, where can they find you, and what brings you here today, bro.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. We gotta do it because you're a DJ.
All right, nice. Yeah. I'm always used to that. Yeah, thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah, so how you go by, bro?
Yeah, I'm going by Tezca Music.
Tezca Music.
Yeah, Tezca _music on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Is that your oh, my bad. Is that your like DJ name?
Yes, Tezca.
Okay.
Tezca, yeah.
So you said TikTok, you don't do like Snapchat?
No, I don't do that.
Damn, Snapchat, bigger than back.
I'm trying to keep up with all the social media, man. But yeah,
I got you. No, but back to what Flying Joe is saying. Obviously, you talking about the whole thing going down in LA.
right.
How you feel about that, bro?
Yeah, so I'm not like a really political person myself, but I know I watch the news and what's going on. Even my mom was calling me the other day, like a couple days back, to say, "Oh, how I'm doing and everything."
Yeah, dude.
Right, it's everywhere. So I had to be really kind of aware of what's going on too, and of course I want to make sure that everyone is safe out there.
Yeah.
Be cautious out there too, and of course it's unfortunate, right?
Very
unfortunate.
All right, dog.
Yeah, I just want to address one thing, because I got it like right now. Just like I'm a political person too.
You look shooken up right now, boy.
Well, I'm not shooken up. It's just like what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I was debating in the comments, which I hate doing because people are really toxic in there. But I was
the internet.
Yeah, so the people over here like one argument that gets me mad is it's true, but there's some circumstances behind it. So everyone has an argument where like, oh, why is everyone tripping? Obama had deported way more, which is true. Mm-hmm. I'll give you that, which is true. But he gave everyone due process and threw them through the court systems to deport them, rather than how they're handling it right now.
It's just raw now, bro.
It's just raw. You just grab them, ship them on the plane, get them out of here, bro. Like, that's basically what it is, dude. Honestly,
that's crazy how you send somebody back to wherever they're from. No money, no preparation, nothing. Mofo probably went to work that that morning, wherever they work at, a restaurant, and the next morning they back home in
Colombia.
Just
like that, bro.
Nothing.
Just like that.
But we ain't trying to bring down the spirits. We're gonna bring up these spirits. Tezca's here. I've been trying to get this man here forever. Now he's finally here on the show, bro. So, dog, first of all, let the people know what you do, bro.
Yeah, so, thank you for the introduction, by the way.
Yeah.
I do a lot of DJing around the area. I'm original from Guatemala.
Hey.
I was born
You
there.
Guatemalan?
Yeah, I'm Guatemalan. Myself.
I got a question.
I can tell by your
I
t-shirt.
was born...
I can tell by your shirt. Go ahead.
right. I was born and raised there. Came here when I was 16. I was, growing up, I was really into like music.
Hey.
Right, EDM mostly.
Okay.
I was really into like mainstream music.
I get you.
Like, I kind of discovered EDM when I would say like 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I got really into that. Got really involved into like DJing, how to learn how to DJ through YouTube, and kind of self-taught myself too.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Damn.
YouTube University, bro. Hey,
yeah,
man.
man.
YouTube University.
Right. And then I had opportunities to join some different clubs on campus, like where I used to go to school too, and now I really took advantage of the equipment out there, and really, I'm out there doing DJ stuff right now. A lot of shows in San Diego. I'm trying to be sort of as flexible as possible, going to OC or San Francisco.
Dang, dude.
Right? So that's the goal right there.
This is the thing about this guy. You see how he says a lot of shows, right?
Yeah.
I've been asking this man for like a few months. Hey, man, let me know. I'm listening.
Man, I'm trying to plan the one that, I would
what?
like
Listen,
to see, man.
I don't care if you have one person in the crowd.
Right?
I'll be there too, bro. Like, I know that guy.
No, yeah.
No, so I know, because now you said 15. How long you been doing it? Because again, obviously I met you like 8 months ago.
Right.
Like, because you seem like, from your IG, bro, you seem like you got like a nice little wave of fans or like shows that you do.
Right.
So how long you been at the, I guess, where would you say that you are right now as far as like the level? Are you like a rookie? Are you like I get booked pretty often.
Of course, one huge part and component of being a DJ nowadays is you having your good network of people.
Hey,
that, especially if you want to get booked in different clubs, different areas or different opportunities. You always need to be really well connected first and foremost, and have a sort of sense of authenticity too, right?
Yeah.
Especially let's say if you are producing music or making mixes here and there, you want to be really authentic and really stand out from other people, because it's really competitive, overall.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to get show, everyone wants to get booked, everyone wants to get paid through that. So I think it's something that, at least for me, I've gained experience throughout the years.
Yeah.
It's been in the 7th, 8th year now, like fully into DJing every single year, every single day, every single month.
This is your 8th year?
8th year,
Oh, dude.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still no invite.
So actually, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
So dang, 8 years is congratulations, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, like,
Thank
get your
you,
horns
for
on
sure.
that, bro, because that's an accolade right there. With that being said, so what was the journey like to get to become a DJ? Because we have different artists and promoters, and they all have the same thing. It's just like, it wasn't a clean journey. Like, I had a trial and error and everything. And then not only what's the journey, how'd you settle into EDM music?
Right, that's an interesting question. Good question. So I've always been interested. Like, I would look stuff up on YouTube, like watch YouTube videos about like raves and festivals out there.
Right.
Like especially Ultra Music Festival. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
Ultra.
Ultra. It's in
Miami.
Yeah. EDC Las Vegas. That's a huge one, and more of like large scale event is like Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Like those
Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland.
Coachella?
Yeah.
Wait. I don't want to ask you guys, but do you remember because you're OC, and you might maybe. Do you remember what was it called? It was called Gotham.
Gotham, yeah.
You remember that? It was like back in the day.
Oh yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
I was like in high school when that came out. I used to go to. It was weird. It was like an all ages like rape club. You remember that?
Mm-hmm,
That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. And also at the time, I think the music industry has evolved. Like the EDM industry has evolved a lot, especially when it comes to events and when it comes to like booking and DJing. Right. It's been like a really, I would say ever changing process of how you can become a DJ and how you get booked and how you can get the networking too. Right.
So I'm glad you asked that, because I remember when I had a little rave phase for a little bit, so I remember going
You
to
still
like
raving?
nah, I can't anymore.
Right.
I just that's like that. You gotta have like young energy. You're not
Right.
the age don't matter, but
You're
you gotta
not
have
lying,
you
you're
gotta
not
have
lying.
young
Yeah,
energy
yeah,
for that.
yeah. Mhm.
But I remember going back in the day to like Alice in Wonderland,
Right.
Beyond, Nocturnal.
These are events.
These are events, yeah, in
Yeah.
Cali, EDC back when it was in the Coliseum.
Yeah, calls him. Yep.
Yeah, so I remember back then, but when I went, it was like an underground thing, bro. It wasn't like such a big thing.
No,
Like
yeah.
you would hear about it, and then
Mhm.
like it wasn't as like the women were that I exposed as they were. It was like more. It was more of
Right.
like an escape for like the misfits to go. So like you say like oh EDM has evolved, and this is my opinion, and this is why I got out of it. I just felt like EDM to at this point, and you can depend on each artist. It felt like it got into like a mainstream
Right.
like realm, which
Mhm.
I feel like once anything gets to mainstream, like underground hip hop, R&B, EDM, once it gets into like the mainstream, I just feel like it kind of loses its soul and value.
100%. I would say so. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think you guys know like a lot of EDM artists. Like it branched out to different sort of music genres, especially. But like the main sort of pioneers of EDM, like they've adapted to the sort of where the mainstream goes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And some of them are more into like be more I would say more flexible and more so that people can be more accepted into it, like their songs, their production, and also the DJ skills too. Because I think overall DJing has been becoming more and more mainstream, like you said.
Yeah.
Right, and I think it's been losing its sort of core value of what EDM was all about.
Do you
know?
think it's ruined now, or do you feel like it's just like I mean, I think it's like rock and roll people say too now, because
Right.
now a lot of
Yeah.
hip hop artists have this rock and roll or
like Lil Uzi Vert.
that's exactly what I was saying about. That's what I'm saying about.
Yeah.
And even me, even though I'm like, damn, I like hip hop, I'm like, I miss back in the day, you know what I'm saying, like Green Day and like Linkin Park, when it was just them.
Blink 182.
Yeah, now it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
y'all mixed everything. But also kind of going back to, because I did ask you, do you think that it kind of got ruined? But I'm going to add this to, I guess, my question. Me and Flying J for the last year, shout out to the Afrobeat community,
Nice.
helped us grow.
Shout out to
Yes.
them.
And we would go to these events. I'm going to invite you to one too.
Yeah, definitely.
They got a one called Afro Soundwave. They have one, I think it's like, maybe like next week, whatever.
They probably have one. Pretty
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're,
yeah,
frequent.
all
They're
summer.
frequent with their events. Yeah.
So me and Johnny would go and they'd be like, yo, we got Afro House. We like Afro House music.
yeah, that was
So
a new
what was
that was
the
a new
Afro-
one for me, bro.
So-
That was a new
Yeah,
one for
First
me.
time I heard of that spin, I ain't like it. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
now it's like everything is kind of like with the whole house music or EDM, it is kind of everything kind of sounds the same to me. So do you feel like you like? I mean, you, do you feel like both of y'all? Do you feel like y'all like that everything's integrated EDM into it a bit, or you kind of miss like when it was just this was EDM, this was dance hall, this was hip hop, everything was separated.
I let the DJ go first.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I got to after.
Well, I need to be adaptable to like any trends right now.
As a DJ, yeah.
Afro house has been popping up recently, I would say.
What year you think?
Huh?
Like what years you think? Like from like what year did you notice it?
Oh, I like the past couple years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At least I've been hearing that more and more often,
Mm.
like everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Right, so it's becoming more like it's been embraced a lot more than it used to.
Yeah.
Or it's it's been recently introduced and it's been easily embraced.
Mm-hmm.
Especially you have Afro house, a little bit more like chill house, like deep house. It's not as I would say unenergetic as regular house, but it's kind of like chill music to vibe to and to have a good time with.
You said something about energy. Let me just
Yeah.
You said something about energy. Me and
Right.
Flying J always ask this question. So me and Flying J, we always ask this. We even asked DJ Body Rock. This shout out to Body Rock.
Oh, shout out! Yeah.
So you talk about energy, right? Y'all talking about this EDM stuff.
Yeah.
First of all, when you used to go to the thing, you was turned up.
Yeah, I'd be pretty turned up. Yeah.
Festival turned energy, right? I'm not used to that energy like that. I'm not used to being like that for that long. So
right.
how do you feel when you have the crowd in that mode? Like when you DJing, like when you DJing, do you feel like you playing basketball? It's like I'm on fire right now.
Well, it comes down to you need to be really observant as far as your demographic and the age gap, and age group that you're dealing with too. I'd say if you want to put like a really like old school song that perhaps like young adults that don't even know about anything, right? So and you end up like killing off the vibe. You need to be able to understand the songs that come with them, right? And then be able to sort of incorporate this a little style to it too.
That's deep you said that, because I never thought about that. I thought about the demographic.
Right.
So what would be considered an EDM world? Because, in rap, we know what's old, we know what's new.
Right.
Little Yachty, Little Uzi, that's new. And EDM, how do you know, like, this is a younger person's vibe versus an older? Like, when I grew up in the beginning, like, Skrillex.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
David Guetta.
Yeah.
These guys was like, this is who I know to be the more popular guys. You know what I'm saying? So are these guys considered? Because I thought EDM was ageless. I thought my whole be 45 years old going like EDC in Vegas. So name a song or two or an artist that be considered, all right, this is for like the newer generation.
Okay. Right now, I think one of the most like well-known ones out there, it's Martin Garrix. Do you know him?
I don't know.
Have you heard of him? Yeah, it's like Dutch. Most of these like famous DJs like are originally from the Netherlands, like from little small towns. That's where most of the DJs are from.
The most of these DJs come from
Europe mostly.
It's not like region wise, but like
Guatemala
too. Guatemala. DJ. They come from like what do you call music groups like Insomnia.
Insomnia, yeah.
Is that like most of where the big DJs come from?
Yeah, I mean they usually hire like Insomnia. Like it's especially here like in the US, they usually hire like well-known artists. Like, it attracts more people and like business-wise, it's really convenient for them, right? Like all these world-class names, Tiesto, David Guetta, like you said, Skrillex, and like Armin van Buuren. He's more a trance, the trance genre too. And those like really kind of old dudes that you say, you see on YouTube. Yeah, I would say those are really like the pioneers of like how they started EDM in the first place, right? Now, like I would say, for my generation, it's I guess like I said, Martin Garrix. They're not really well known, but they're really nice producers out there. Like Spotify really. I usually hear a lot of other new releases on SoundCloud, Spotify. Like they're really brand like. A lot of artists out there that we don't know them quite well, but they do have a lot of like catchy and really like I would say appealing sound to their production. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Me, go.
Johnny went to school for music a bit.
Hey,
right?
there you go. Okay.
Nice.
I think Johnny could be more into music if you wanted to, and you just said something about producing. So, bro, I always say, Johnny, why don't you do DJ stuff, whatever? You just don't want to be a DJ. You just go with that because Johnny has a really. A lot of our interviews in the beginning, Johnny was like pushing the DJ, pushing. So, bro, what is the difference to you between the DJ and the producer? Because you just said producer, and I notice when people say like Kanye West and them in the hood, people are like, oh, he make beats. That's when you just on some low key hood stuff. But when you want you work for Def Jam, he's a producer. What that mean, Flying J?
So there's three things. You have a producer, the executor. Producer and then the DJ.
I thought the executive just put up all of the money.
Like DJ Khaled.
I thought he made the piece himself.
No.
Okay.
No. He gets this guitarist.
Really?
He does his last album he didn't really do much. He just paid all these people, got them all together, made the beat, probably mastered it down if anything. That's probably like the only thing he did. But like all the hard work, he didn't do nothing himself really.
So why is it seem my fault? No, you were answering the question. My fault. It was three people you said. You said producer.
Oh yeah. So the DJ, I feel like you're mixing people's songs like popular hits and songs like that. You're trying to crowd control, with the music that exists right now, whether it's old school stuff or new school stuff. The executive producer, you got like someone like Timberland or DJ Khaled or
Swiss Beats.
Like Swiss Beats, like they probably had a bunch of producers come, they had probably a lot of like beat makers come in to help them make the beat, or they probably added this song in there and gave them credit. And then you have the producer who's like A-Rap Music, what's his name, DJ Premier. Like dudes that like actually make the beat from like whether you sampled it from somewhere
from scratch,
you threw a drum kit, hi-hat, kick and all that to make the song, and then you made something original, even though it's sampled, people can have their opinions on that, but at the end of the day you made an original piece that a DJ can mix up.
So Tezca, you produce too.
Yeah, I do produce, and then anything
Don't
that I come
downplay
up
it.
with,
Don't downplay it.
everything that I come up with, like beats and stuff like
Yeah.
that, I usually play, in
I got you.
different events, and if I have the chance to,
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
always good.
You do your own music.
Yeah,
Make a mixtape. Drop an album on us, man.
I would love to. Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it.
Nah, I got you.
He gets all the local SD or the deep side.
I'll rap one time for you.
The trap,
Yeah.
the real ass podcast.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, we got.
No, so I'll say, so now we got a little bit, with you, because I know you and me talk a little bit. I know you say you have like a crew of you guys.
Right.
What are you guys called? What's your guys' agenda in a sense? What are y'all trying to get at? I mean, it's dope, bro, to have a crew.
Right.
So what do you guys go as, or just give me kind of that backstory on how that even started with the crew and all that stuff. Like, why'd y'all, like, we know, like I said, in the Afrobeat community, and which we're kind of a part of now, because we got people that
Affiliate.
do events. We got people that have the clubs. We
promoters.
do a podcast. We got promoters. We all work together, kind of.
The club owners.
So anytime we go out to these events, we get shout out. Me and Johnny get shout out. It's all love.
Get free tickets in.
It's free tickets. But I never heard of like a DJ crew. That's like some back 1980s type of stuff. DJ, I'm telling you, Kid Capri. So
Right.
to hear that in today, when everybody's very solo dolo, what made y'all kind of do that? And
Yeah. So first and foremost, it's called a collective.
Yeah,
I love that word. Yeah.
Collective. Yeah.
That's what you wanted to conversation.
Yeah, originally. The real ass collective.
So we're called Guapos Collective.
Guapos?
Guapos means like beautiful or handsome
Handsome.
in Spanish, right? And
Guapo is handsome and beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like guapo.
Guapo.
It's handsome. It's
Handsome, right? Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no. I know that. I got
No,
you.
yeah, but the ultimate goal is like to do our own events, create our own events from scratch. Network with locals here in San Diego, Orange County.
Yeah.
We have like a couple guys from NorCal too. So ultimately, we want just to right now we just Latinos right now. Like
Latinos?
Yeah.
Keep it like that. Well, listen.
Latinos and
represent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
represent, my friend. Yeah, and then we're just trying to reach out to like as many sort of local venues too to do our just to set up our events and do our events, right? And then also we do showcase or do collaboration with different organizations, other collectives too, right? And then that's where we're trying towards sort of like right now we're just expanding our network, right? And then solidifying our sort of like what our I would say what makes us stand out is the diversity of music genres that we're playing too, right? Like I have some of them like they playing like Afro house, just Afro house. They dedicate their whole set towards Afro house music, even in rap and like mainstream music, right?
You do rap too?
No, like we have like other people in the crew, right?
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, so we're trying to diversify as much as we can, so that way people can embrace our sort of collective more than other crews. So that's what we're trying to do right now, and we're trying to build different sort of a good relationship with different communities, like you guys.
Yeah.
And then I would say it's something that ultimately we want just to collaborate with as many people as we can, and
No, that's fire, bro. That's dope. Go ahead, Flying J.
No, so it's just at the end of this, I got I call it the quick attack. 20 questions. It's like a this or that style, but we can get into it a little bit later. Right. So you were saying like local San Diego venues and stuff. Like, can you name a couple that you have been to, and then maybe that are upcoming?
Beautiful, yeah. Good question.
Thank you for telling him that. So now I know where to find this one. He do Nova though. He did Nova before.
Oh yeah,
Nova.
The hookah bar, right?
Yeah.
Is it Nova?
No. That's owned by Insomniac.
Nova. Wiz
Khalifa. Yeah. I've been there. It was like a big stage.
Right.
It used to be called it was a Vegas name.
Vegas thing.
It used to.
Oh, what was it? It was like a O.
Omnia.
It was Omnia. Okay.
Omnia, yeah.
I remember that.
So I've been playing there a lot lately.
Nice,
there
dude.
Downtown, and they actually this venue is owned by Insomniac too.
Really?
Yeah,
nice.
they're the ones that do the EDC Las Vegas too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, they just bought also Bloom as the Yeah, Bloom. There's
I've been
another
hearing about
nightclub.
Bloom. Where's Bloom at? It's downtown.
It's really close. Yeah, it's close. I would
I
say
heard
like
about it
a
too, bro, to be
couple
honest.
blocks down the street of.
I keep getting a text about it.
Yeah, Bloom.
Right.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so I played there once too,
Okay.
and I've been playing around. Like at the time I was at UCSD, so we would play with different
Nice.
different events
Yeah.
here and there, and I would play at different bars across like North Park,
North Park's
downtown.
Where? My bad, I didn't catch up, but because I really love North Park. Where in North Park?
So it's called Air Conditioning Lounge.
AC, I live right there.
AC Lounge. Yeah, you live over there.
Right next to Sergio House.
You live right there.
I've never been.
By
I've
Light
never been.
Provision, right across the street.
Yeah.
Is it the one with the RX on it?
By Light Provision on the corner.
Oh, I don't remember. I'll be honest.
Okay.
I have not been there.
Yeah. So
Okay, right, yeah.
Dang,
Right,
dog.
right,
Now
right.
you
Yeah.
gotta take me, bro.
I
Wait, you
got
have a
you.
guest list? I need to get in your guest list, bro.
Yeah, actually,
yeah,
Damn it.
definitely. I've been building a lot of relationship with them.
Okay.
They've been calling me a lot, like calling me back. Hey, you should come back, and house music and stuff. So
That's so good.
typically either Wednesday or Thursdays.
Mm.
Also, like summer is with a lot of a lot of shows come.
So you got a bunch coming up.
Right.
What's your like? Not to get like, because I'm sure you got a lot, but like, what's the one that you're looking forward to? Like, oh, this is gonna be the best one I feel, in my opinion. Like, which is speaking for you.
Okay. There's actually like I don't know if you've been to Pool House SD.
Pool House SD.
Why does that sound familiar?
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it was. Isn't on the? It's on like almost close to gas stand, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
on we
correct.
went. Isn't it Drippy Pool Party? Is it
Those pool parties.
Pool Party?
Is it in a hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we've been
Yeah,
there.
okay, I was like, yeah, we've been there. Okay, yeah.
You doing that one?
Always. Yeah.
Oh, when's that one?
No, yeah, it usually happens every weekend. Like they usually, and it's pretty packed, and the environment and the vibe is pretty good, and
They got a pool.
100%.
Do everybody go in the pool?
Yeah, I would say so, man.
Is it expensive to get into the pool?
I don't think. Well, I can hit you guys up, and then
All right.
you guys can get in for free.
I hope you do, man.
I hope I
man.
do, because it's summer, bro. And we
Summer, yeah.
maybe. Oh, that's what I want to ask you a question. Then maybe Daniel got one more question. We can get the quick attack, but. Summer is like full fledged. I don't think I think this weekend it officially starts, right? Like it officially.
It started,
Right.
but the gloom is killing us. So
Oh yeah,
man.
the gloom is
when
killing
the
us.
sun is out, that's the summer starts.
So
Quite the
me,
season.
I was a lot of people would agree because me and DJ were saying this a long time because we would sat down and like
Yeah.
last summer sucked. What did you feel about last summer? And then do you think this summer would be a little bit better?
Like from like the
For, like, the nightlife.
nightlife. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
the
some is-
vibe
was horrible. last
Five. At least I've been seeing a lot more like events coming up. I would say this summer.
A lot
was
of like daytime events
yeah, I
too.
would say so, yeah. And then especially like you see a lot more opportunities as a DJ. Like you see a lot more people will start reaching out to you and things like that. Like so definitely
makes sense.
a lot more things coming up. Yeah, I'm not saying like I wasn't as involved last summer, but I think I see more relevancy in like a lot more like involvement in on the at least for the DJ industry here in San Diego, like that they want a lot more DJs to play out there.
That's
Yeah, it's good.
I got one before we get to the quick attack. Go one back.
I just felt like that, like just saying it, like what my thought on that, because I just felt like the effects of COVID had a long effect
100%.
on the DJing, and like I
Yeah.
feel like just maybe 2025 now, and
Yeah.
it really kind of happened like in 2019, 2021.
What,
So
COVID?
like
Yeah.
COVID. So I felt like the whole COVID killed
Oh, man,
the
yeah.
nightlife scene, and then now
100%.
they just kind of finally started recovering to a point where like
Yeah.
you're starting to get the crowds and everybody that are coming
Yeah,
down.
that's
So
true.
would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. I would agree. Like it's slowly but surely,
Yeah, so
getting
I'm
back.
kind of building up.
Yeah,
again,
building up that that rhythm, that momentum of
Mhm.
people going out there and enjoy like this type of like events, festivals, things like that.
Right.
It's something that I see more differently now. Like they're more comfortable going out there.
Yeah.
Right, people are more like willing to spend extra bucks there,
A little bit more money. Yep.
a little bit of money, right, and then just have different experiences, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, which is it's pretty good to see,
Yeah.
teacher.
Let me ask you now. So I got two more questions. So you said you're from Guatemala.
That's good.
The crew you in Guapo. Guapo what?
Guapos Collective.
Guapo's Collective.
That's good.
GC.
I was gonna say GC.
Oh, GC.
The
man.
GC.
Oh.
And the GC, you said, you guys are Latin over. I get that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right, that's coincidence or not. Would you say you guys as a collective, do you guys have anything specifically for the Latin community or just more just like, you know what I'm saying? are you guys all just doing different styles as far as like American music, or are you guys like, nah, we have like a Latin DJ guy in our crew too that just does straight Latin music or whatever, like how you guys see it? Because you guys are all Latin, so they might be like, all right, how about us?
Yeah.
What y'all got for them?
That's true, actually.
You know,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, EDM is not really too close to
You
love.
get Johnny in that crew. YouTube. No, man.
No, yeah, I think, you're true. You're like, whenever let's say they would come up to me like, hey, do you have some salsa, bachata, like some some staples that you know, like Hispanic group would like to hear, like
Bam Bam.
Yeah, right. So like, at least me personally, I'm always open to like play the song for them, right? And then they feel like identified, like they feel connected to me too, to some extent, right? Which is good to see, and then. Afterwards, like after my set, they will come up to me. Oh, thank you very much for. I love the vibe. I love the music. Like also, ultimately, our goal too is to sort of we didn't see a lot of Hispanic DJs out there.
There you are.
Right.
This is your
That's
motive.
True.
Right.
That's true.
That's something that we thought it would be beneficial for us to go out there and promote ourselves and do events, things like that.
He's right. Yeah.
Right.
Sevilla.
No, I was trying to like while you were saying that, I was just trying to come up with a DJ. I was like, there's I'm sure there's Latino DJs, but there's no
100%.
like headliner big Latino DJs.
No. Unless are really, really specific type of events. Mostly like you said, like maybe some like right now, like a lot of the population, Hispanic population is more like reggaeton and
Reggaeton,
that's
like
kind of
corridos and stuff.
Corridos, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Right, EDM is not as sort of widely acceptable yet, but we're trying to spread out the sort of the genre out there, the music, so that way people can just hear it too.
So who the heck inspired you back then when you was in Guatemala?
Who
inspired you?
Oh, inspired me? Oh, that's a good question. Just music or in general?
Music.
I
know Jesus Christ got you. I know Jesus got
Jesus Cristo.
No,
Jesus Cristo.
No, because I'm saying is,
yeah,
you can play Latin music, you can't do that. But
Yeah.
some people, they're like, they get inspired from American DJs or whatever.
Right.
So who inspired you growing up? That's what I'm saying.
Good question.
And EDM wasn't really that big like that back then.
It wasn't, yeah.
So how you
That's
found
true.
that?
That's true.
You just all on YouTube? David Guetta?
Actually, I wasn't really into music
You see what I'm saying?
before EDM at all, or DJing. I wasn't really into that at all. It was just like just hearing my mom like playing a lot of salsa, bachata, and that's it.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I would hear growing up. But there was a time for me that I think I had a chance to go to a festival from one of my birthday party. It was like I was 15 at the time, and then I started listening to that type of music. I'm like, oh, it sounds interesting, and I started looking more into that. I was really intrigued about the music, the whole concept of the music, and I started, making my research. Like, that's what it comes back to the Ultra Tomorrowland, right? Because whenever you look up EDM festivals, that's the first thing you will see. Yeah. Right. Tomorrowland, all the big festivals,
You
and
see,
I started watching them, like what they do, like the DJs do, and everything. And then also I like the concept of how you can sort of manage or how you can build up that sort of good vibe across, in the whole entire sort of festival. And
Got you.
right. So it was really interesting to me.
Okay.
So I would say like couple names I can give you. I would say Tiesto. There's another guy called Hartwell.
Tiesto sick.
I think I know Tiesto.
Yeah, Hartwell. He's a Dutch DJ too. At the time, he was #1 in the world.
Damn.
Yeah. Those those are pretty good sort of people that I look up to at the time.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
That's right, that dog. Go ahead, Flying J.
Yeah, man. So again, we want to thank you for coming on to the
Yeah,
podcast, bro. I always appreciate having a DJ, especially in the San Diego nightlife. And especially when we get to go to these events and we finally see like the people we haven't guessed, see out there. It's always cool. It's cool, and then we always get love back from the people. But
Facts.
we always do this. So it's a quick attack, 20 question, this or that. I'm gonna give you like a 2 answers. So I'm gonna say this or that. You're not supposed to give too much thought. It's got to be a quick answer. If you can't give an answer, just say pass.
Okay, we'll do that.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
The quick attack.
The quick attack. Ready? Question number 1: house or techno?
House.
Vinyl or digital?
Digital. Yeah.
Club set or festival stage?
Festival stage.
Sunrise set or sunset?
Oh, sunset.
Crowd energy or sound quality?
Sound quality. Yeah.
Originals or remixes?
Remixes.
Open air venue or dark basement?
Open and venue.
Headphones on or off during set?
Oh, all the time headphones on.
Solo set or B2B?
Solo set. Yeah.
Spotify or SoundCloud?
SoundCloud.
Hot cues or loops?
Loops.
Day party or after hours?
After hours.
USB or laptop?
Laptop.
Spontaneous set or pre-planned vibe?
Spontaneous.
LA scene or San Diego scene?
San Diego scene.
Breaks or drops?
Drops.
Local gigs or tourney dreams? Or touring dreams, sorry.
Local gigs.
Local gigs? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Early 2000 bangers or fresh 2025 beats?
Fresh 2025.
And your favorite
Okay.
classic mixer? Or your favorite classic mix?
Favorite classic mix? Like,
DJing was.
like song or just mix? Or...
I would say song, yeah.
Oh, damn.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. I like big butts, man.
No, I like Harwell Spaceman.
Hey.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right.
What did B2B back to back?
Back to back,
Yeah,
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 just
like,
give me that.
like one set.
You're back
And then
to
you're
back,
good?
we're next to the it's like
Wait, you like after hours?
yeah.
I thought you were in the house early all the time.
Nah, man,
I like-
anything, man. But after hours, I find it really interesting. Yeah.
All right, well, hey, man, I'm glad you got through that because some people they take forever. with
That was
but,
probably the
good,
quickest
that's
event anybody's gotten through that, honestly, because they like struggle on some questions. But yeah, that was
But
perfect.
Tezca, we appreciate you coming by,
No,
bro.
thank you.
Is
Thank
there
you for
anything you
having
want to lead the people, let people know where they can find you? You want to shout out to your clique? What do you want the people to know before we get up out of here?
Yeah. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I've been shooting a lot of content lately throughout San Diego right now. So follow me at Tezca _music. And yeah, shout out to Grupo Collective. Yeah.
Just one little thing, because I like doing this. What's your most recent next event? Or actually, no. When was that? What's that pool party event that's gonna happen?
Yeah. So it's gonna happen
August.
No, next August. Yeah, August 15th. So we'll see. We'll see how
Every
it goes.
weekend. That's
All right,
perfect.
so we got it recorded here. He's gonna get us some free access to that. We get some tickets,
I'll try
and
my
we gonna enjoy it. Not
Sorry.
but we
Yeah,
again, bro,
yeah,
we
yeah.
appreciate you for
All
coming
right, man.
again. It's always good to have, like I said, it's
Anytime.
always good to have a DJ. Make sure you take out and again, can you say his name? Because I don't want to screw it up.
Tezca.
DJ Tezca.
Hey,
All
Tezca.
right.
Make sure you turn them on Instagram right here. Make sure you check out our handles: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. If you are watching this and you're not subscribed, that's pretty
That's
effed up.
effed up.
DJP, anything you guys got to say?
Nah, until next time. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you very much.
All right, y'all. You like Super Mario.